Hey, how y'all doing? This is your girl Tysheen. I am back with another video. How you doing? How you feeling? So I'm gonna react to uh how British people feel about immigration. So let's get straight to it.
When Ugandan dictator Idi Amin expelled the country's Asian population, Leicester City Council ran a campaign advising them not to come to Leicester. 50 years later, Leicester is the first UK city with a majority non-white population, with just 41% of the city identifying as white. Given the current political discourse around immigration, refugees, and migrants in the UK,
F off back to France.
I've come to Leicester to find out how are you feeling about immigration at the moment?
Well, I'll say what I think.
Be honest.
And I'm not a racist, but I'm a realist. Right? I'll speak up. Back in the old days, 1066, right, yeah, when the Normans landed, was that called an invasion, yeah?
My life was very hard, because my dad, he left me alone. So I've been growing up alone, Yeah. I came to Europe when I was young, when I was like 7 years old. But immigration, I think, is good to help people.
When the Vikings landed, military-aged men, they called it an invasion. I was at school.
What made you and your family come to Europe and then the UK?
My family make me to come because to have a better life, so we can work, so we can have the rights in this country. But every people need to work for the food, for the money. Understand? Yeah.
And when the Allies landed on the beaches of Normandy, D-Day, that was the invasion, weren't it? So you tell me the difference.
What do people in Belgium think about the UK?
They don't know how to pronounce a bottle of water. They all say water.
I hate when people criticize people how they supposed to pronounce words. It's so annoying to me. Okay, we all not from the same country. I hate this going back and forth. Oh, they're not pronouncing this word good. They're not pronouncing this word. That's not how you pronounce. Like, don't go around telling people how they're supposed to pronounce a word. That's the beauty of the world. We all different. That's just how it is. We all can't be the same. Can't walk around the same. We can't look the same. It'll just be a boring world. Okay, this world be so boring if we all look alike, if we all dress alike, we all walk alike, we all talk alike, sound alike. It just it's so crazy because I seen an episode like that on the Twilight Zone, where there was a group of people forcing people to look like them and sound like them and act like them, and the world, it just was so depressing. Oh my God, I hate when people.
The difference, no,
stuff like
it's an army versus like the Normans were an army, the Vikings were an army.
They were armies, weren't they? Invading armies.
But surely that's the difference.
Well, what you call military-aged men.
I'm a military-aged man.
Okay, fine, not a problem.
I think that if you've lived somewhere, you don't really know the privilege that we have in this country, like, getting access to free healthcare, going to schools, educating ourselves, having a job. I think people maybe might not understand that this is something that we have every day, but for somebody else, that's something they aspire to have. And unless people are understanding that, it can be very difficult for them to maybe emphasize with other people.
The way the government talks about people immigrating or kind of travelling in small boats across the English Channel, I think they use quite a dehumanising, kind of like racist language about these people. When you hear that, how does that make you guys feel?
I think it's quite upsetting, to be fair, because especially for such a diverse, even like cities like Leicester, such a diverse place. You got places like Narborough Road. You got every culture down on that road. Even in the city centre, you see people of all religions, faiths, all kind of things. It's just a bit upsetting that for a place that's so diverse, their views on diverse people. So yeah, it's just a bit upsetting.
Men fleeing war take their women and kids. Men going to war go alone or in large groups. Yeah? We need to use common sense and stop being pussies and scared of speaking the truth. I believe they're there because when they try and enforce 15-minute cities, they're going to be used when they try and enforce more lockdowns, right, yeah? I don't know what your views are, guys, but I'm definitely part of the resistance, all right, yeah, in this country. I believe they're going to be used against the people, and this will be not just here, it'll be in Ireland and elsewhere, to enforce what the powers that shouldn't be are trying to do to you and me, the government. Govern means control, means mind. And unfortunately, we have too many sheep walking around who are too happy to do as they're told and will always trust the government like their mummy and daddy. And that's not the case. There's a definite Agenda 21/30 plan going on, the Great Reset, central bank digital currency, cashless society, living in 15-minute cities, ghettos.
I have to work hard.
I understand what he's saying. I understand exactly I understand what he's trying to say. I mean, that's how the world is, you know. It's going to be a lot of changes. Changes that some people don't want, especially the older people. They don't want certain changes. So he's saying that, you know, there are going to be some people that are going to come to the country and change a lot of stuff. You know, who knows, good or bad, you know. So, you know. And it sounds like that's what he's trying to say. And I understand I understand that part, you know, because here in America, we have like a lot of people over the world that lives here too. But I don't know. I like the whole diverse type of countries. You know, we all should love one another, help one another, respect each other, you know, make this world a better place. But then you have some people, they have their own agenda. You know, they have their own agenda. So it's like, you know. Oh, man, this is a tough topic, though. This is tough.
I have to, you know, make myself look a certain way. Because, I mean, as you see me right now, a lot of people will see the way that I'm dressed right now and assume certain things about me. A lot of people probably wouldn't know that I'm studying computer science, trying to go into software engineering. They probably assume that I listen to rap music and eat chicken and watermelon, you feel me?
How do you feel about immigration at the moment?
And it's crazy how you can't dress a certain way because people will assume that, you know, they look at him, they thinking he's in a gang, or, you know, they always assume the worst. It's sad. It's sad, though.
How do I feel? Well, it's a problem, isn't it? It's getting worse, you know. I live on the Golden Mile. I don't know whether you've heard of it. No, it's called the Golden Mile. It's all ethnic and, yeah, and that's... but I live there, so change is there, you know. It's unreal, you know. But nothing you can do, is there?
Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it's a neutral thing?
It is good, but it's just the amount that are letting in, especially where I live. I see it, you know, because that's where they all go head for.
Yeah, man, I think I'm fine with it. I say I'm fine with it, right? Hey, I would be doing the same in their boat. You know what I mean? I would be, man. Human beings, your survival of the fittest. If that's what coming here means, then yeah, all for it, bro. Yeah. I'm pretty more. Yeah, I want the best for everyone. So I've had a good start. I've been fortunate to be raised in a good household. So I want the best for everyone else in that perspective, I guess.
In the immigration.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying too. If I was in their shoes, I can't really blame them. You know, I can't blame the immigrants, you know. Can't blame them. They want a better life. There's no wrong with that, you know. My parents and my family, they're from Jamaica. You know, I remember my grandmother telling me she had left Jamaica and moved to London to you know, to make some money. She didn't stay long. I think she said she stayed for like a couple of years and she left because she got a job in America, a hospital job. So she left that job in London. I think she was working in a factory. That's all I remember she said. She said she worked in a factory. She used to be in charge of putting the cap on the toothpaste. That was her job. And she had another job, but I don't remember the other one. But yeah. And then she got the job in America, left London and went to America, saved up her money. She worked hard, saved up her money, and bought a house. And then she got her kids from Jamaica and brought them to America to have a better life. So, and I mean, I don't blame these people, you know, but there are some people who just come to these countries and just start, you know, like I said, everybody has their own agenda. I
don't give a fuck about the immigration. Every single people have to have the rights in this UK. You know what I'm saying? Because the people maybe they make a trouble and they deport me back to home, you know, but they need to have a second chance, you know, because every people want, some people's family don't have no money, so food, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every people want to deserve the chance.
Yeah, I came in the UK in the year 1980.
Where did you come from?
I come from Africa.
Why did you want to come to the UK?
You know, because we had British passport.
Oh, cool.
When I born there, at that time, British rule over there. So we were British anyway. So when we came here, we stayed here for 5 years and we become British citizen.
What do you make of the way the government talks about immigration at the moment?
Well, talk about it, but there's not much done, is there? Could talk about it till, you know, but nothing you can do, is there?
Yeah, I'm with him with that too. Like, we complain so much, but nothing is being done. So, like, why are we complaining about it? Like, I hear people complain, especially the government and other people, you know, the mayor, whoever you want to call. They always complain about it, but that's all you doing is just complaining. What you want us to do about it?
You have a strong opinion about the government at the moment?
That's what it is.
Yeah, I do.
What's the opinion?
I can't say it.
Have a go.
What the government is doing is
She's like, I don't want to get too deep into this conversation. I don't want to get too deep in this conversation.
doing right for us. So nothing more I can say because government is government. And you know, British government is number one in the world. So what they do is very good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What do you think of Rishi Sunak?
Oh, he's the best man. He's second Modi, I can say. He can be his second Modi.
How does it feel then, Saya, when you hear the language used around people crossing the channel on a small boat, the kind of the rhetoric that the government uses? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it makes me, you know, of course, feel sad. Like, at the end of the day, I am a human being. You know, I mean, our luxury is that we can go to another country, we can hire like a little, you know, life-size ring boat, whatever it's called, like an inflatable one, and sit there, right? But it takes, like, it's a privilege to have when you can, like, go to another country, go for a holiday. But it does make me feel sad because these are human lives at the end of the day. Like, I am a human, you are a human. When I hear stories about that and I'm putting myself in that situation, I'm like, I wouldn't be able to do it. But people are doing it for a reason because they want to live a better life. So, of course, it does make me feel sad and it makes me feel emotional. And sometimes you feel helpless because you feel like, what can I do about it as well? Yeah. You can literally walk up the road, there are people that are Muslim, people that are Hindu, people that are Sikhs, people from all different ethnicities, all different races, and that's what makes Leicester unique. And you don't feel...
You notice it sometimes when you go to other cities within the UK, don't you? I think, because I've always lived in Leicester but yeah, sometimes when you go to other cities within the UK, you think, oh, okay, not everywhere's as diverse as Leicester is, but yeah.
As I said, it's one of those things. I mean, everybody has, you know, everybody has their right to feel how the way they want to feel. But like I said, not every immigrants, you know, are here to do bad things. You know, there are most of them are here to have a better life. You know, they come to work, make money. Some of them will go back home, bring their money back home to their family. Some probably just running away from a country where there's nothing there for them, and it's all about surviving. It's all about, you know, everybody need, well, it's survival. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of life. It's all about surviving. We've been doing this for how long? People been leaving their country to another country for like hundreds of years. So, you know. It's just crazy. If you really think about it, we all immigrants. If you really think about it, we all immigrants. And we all came from somewhere. You know, our family came from another country and then came to this country and started a brand new life. So, you know, can't judge the people. If you feel some type of way, then that's up to the government. The government, they're in charge. There's nothing you could do about it, okay? Don't make no sense complaining about it, okay? Ain't no make no sense complaining. But anyway, comment below. Let me know how you feel about this one. And make sure you're subscribed to my channel. So go in there and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Peace.